Oh boy, I was not expecting to go live twice today on a crypto, especially since earlier today, when I made a crypto video, which I still think is an excellent thesis video to watch on what I think for support levels, what I think for the short-term future of cryptocurrency. Definitely encourage you to watch the theory, especially since a lot of people freaked out. I shouldn't say a lot of people. I don't know, like 10% of people were freaking out in the comments, like, Kevin's just crypto fudding. Yeah, it's just misinformed. It's kind of funny. It's like anytime you point out something like, hey, like here's something potentially to be aware of, like a trend that's happening, you always get people like, oh yeah, it's just FUD. Like, you don't want to act like that when you're an investor. When you're an investor, smart investors take into consideration all things that are going on, not just the things that benefit them. People, look, I'm all for people having different opinions, but man, the amount of jade you can sometimes get if you're not literally like, that's it, to the moon, like the shirt. The amount of jade that comes out is sometimes pretty intense when it comes to crypto, which, don't get me wrong, I love the passion, but boy, it makes it harder to have a reasonable discussion. But anyway, we got some big problems, okay? We got some problems. So this morning we were talking about this potential furtherance of a sell-off coming, especially as institutions freak a little bit. And so watch the video from this morning for my longer term thesis on issues coming up here. But right now we've got some larger issues, and that is that Ethereum is just in the last 3-4 hours here continuing its plunge, and Bitcoin is as well in the last few hours here. We are right now, if we start closing with some candlesticks below support lines of under 46, 47 around here, it's not good for technical purposes. Again, watch my video this morning on this. Doge is actually the one that's kind of like vacillating in the middle, and a lot of the Doge vacillation might have to do with what Elon Musk just said. But before I show you what the heck Elon Musk just said, I really want to point this out, okay? This was weird. Y'all remember this video right here? I made this video on May 12th. Which is a video that I post, I don't know, what day is today? Isn't today like the 15th or the 16th? Today's the 16th. Okay. So I made this video 4 days ago. Elon Musk just crashed Bitcoin and cryptos. And this was 2 minutes and 28 seconds into this video. I was reading out what Elon Musk wrote here. And nobody else paid any attention to this. But the second I read it, I'm like, uh-oh, that's not a good sign. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to play you this. I'm going to hide current Kevin first. Or you know what? We'll move current Kevin here. But I just want you to listen to a few seconds of this. And this is the kind of perspective that I like sharing, not only on the channel, but obviously in the courses I have linked down below. But focus on this, okay? So watch my reaction to when I read the top of that last paragraph here, okay? Ready for this? Am I ready for this? It's more important. Okay, here we go. Tesla will not be selling any Bitcoin, which is interesting because they already did sell Bitcoin. So I think he means we're not going to sell any more Bitcoin. But then again, if that's really what he means, did they just sell some Bitcoin a few minutes ago and then post this? I don't know. We don't know. We won't know until the next time we actually get an earnings report, because they did sell a Bitcoin already. Tesla will not. Okay. Notice that small comment there, and we talk about it more. And sorry, I played that on 2x. So if you're playing this live stream on 2x, that was like on 4x. Your problem. Anyway, so notice what I immediately picked up on there when I read that line. Tesla will not be selling any Bitcoin, and we intend to use it for transactions as soon as mining transitions to more sustainable. As soon as I read that, I'm a read between the liner, okay? When I read Tesla will not be selling any Bitcoin, this is from 4 days ago, my understanding is, okay, like I said in this video from 4 days ago, so how much did you just dump? Because, think about it. Entirely possible that Elon Musk dumped a ton of crypto on Wednesday, Thursday, when he made this announcement, dumped a bunch of crypto, and then came out and said, Tesla will not be selling any Bitcoin. Right, from that point forward. But did you just dump a bunch? That was a suspicion that I brought up 4 days ago, and I said that that's potentially a red flag. But the problem is we won't know, as I said in that video I just played, we won't know until the next earnings report. And that's correct. We won't know until the next earnings report when we actually get disclosures on what their holdings are, right? All right. So now we got to look at what Elon Musk just mentioned. So we're going to pull this up here. Let's see here. Okay. Hold on, I got it on my phone. Maybe I could just show it on my phone. So Elon Musk just went on another little bit of a tweet storm here. So let's go and pull this up. And he's been sort of he's been obviously getting a lot of heat here lately about his criticisms over hold on, here we go. There, I found it. He's been getting a lot of criticisms over criticism over his complaints that Bitcoin uses a lot of energy, and that's upset a lot of folks. So let's go ahead and pull this up here. All right, here we go. Take a look at this picture here. So this is Bitcoiners are going to slap themselves next quarter. Remember, I mentioned, and this is from today, 5/16. Okay, I mentioned this 4 days ago. That, next earnings report, that could be interesting, right? To see a potential dump of crypto. Anyway, this guy, Mr. Whale, Bitcoiners are going to slap themselves next quarter when they find out Tesla dumped the rest of their Bitcoin holdings. Very, very, very possible. With the amount of hate Elon Musk is getting, I wouldn't blame him. Elon Musk replies, indeed. So, in other words, he did not deny that Tesla just dumped either all or a crap ton of Bitcoin. He did not deny that, to the point where Bloomberg, I just got an alert for this. Bloomberg, this was not the case like 5 minutes ago, okay? Bloomberg literally just put a story up. Sorry, that's definitely the wrong button. I'm sorry, I'm pushing the wrong buttons here. Okay, Bloomberg just put this story up on their webpage. Look at this. Musk implies Tesla may sell or has sold Bitcoin holdings. It's in reaction to this tweet right here. It's literally front page news on Bloomberg right now. Okay, so then let's keep going into this. So let's see. I just saw their tweet on it like 5 minutes ago that came on the headline. I track their tweets. But anyway, so let's go back to some of the other tweets that we have here. Let's see. What else is going on? All right, so, okay, here we go. Dear Elon Musk, this says, the perfect troll is one where people don't know whether it is a troll or not. Your recently poorly informed criticism of Bitcoin plus support for Doge may be the perfect troll, or you might actually believe this. God, I hope not, says Peter McCormick. Elon Musk replies, Bitcoin is actually highly centralized and there's more to this thread, but we're getting to kind of the bottom lines here. Bitcoin is highly centralized, with the supermajority controlled by a handful of big mining, aka hashing companies. A single coal mine in the Xinjiang province of China flooded, killing miners, and the Bitcoin hash rate dropped 35%. Now, we'll go into that in just a moment. But Elon makes this argument here, sound decentralized to you. I have to say I hearted it because I thought the reply was more informed than this tweet right here. I like it when people provide evidence and stats because then we can actually go into that, which we're going to do in just a moment. Hey, cryptocurrency experts, ever heard of PayPal? It's possible maybe that I know more. He forgot the word more, but we know that's what he meant. That I know more than you realize about how money works. It's interesting. I mean, this is like literally like take the popcorn out and start eating the popcorn here because it's fascinating. Michael Saylor did reply. Michael Saylor says, Bitcoin's proof-of-work architecture creates 7 layers of security and serves as the foundation for the world's first and greatest digital monetary network. There's no more efficient technology for converting energy into prosperity. Okay, so here's the thing. This talk about proof of work versus proof of stake has been one of the, in my opinion, only things really keeping Bitcoin really elevated as that number one coin. Because so far, yes, it's totally true. Bitcoin security is phenomenal. It's really, really, really good. But we don't know yet if the stake currencies could potentially also be really, really, really good. Keep in mind, okay? And people like to say, oh, Kevin, well, you're just buzzed because of this or whatever. I really don't think I have a horse in this race. I have a little bit of Bitcoin and basically no other coins. I want to buy other coins. I'm looking at this kind of like, where are the cards going to fall so I can go shopping? That's basically the way I'm looking at this. Now, do I want them to fall? No, because I think a lot of people get hurt when things crash and fall. And I also don't want, cryptocurrency to continue to have this reputation of being too volatile, because then it actually reduces the likelihood of companies adopting it, right? It's a problem when there's too much of this crashing, which, I mean, this is this kind of stuff happens. What we're seeing right now is not even really a crash yet. This is minor blips in crypto. But anyway, the point here is the big argument Michael Saylor is coming back with is security. That's the biggest argument that Bitcoin has right now. And the biggest challenge is going to be, well, what if there's another currency that's just as secure without maybe the, processes that we see Bitcoin use in terms of proof of work style burning of energy. Now, don't get me wrong. I realize that it takes a certain amount of energy to get Bitcoin to a level, and then as you add more transactions, the cost per transaction goes down. I get it. What I also want to do is I want to go through this because I haven't gone through this in much detail. I'm going to go through this with everyone here. This is how much of Bitcoin comes from dirty coal. This is the article that Elon Musk referenced. So let's go ahead and pull up this article from Elon Musk here. Also, if I could get a really quick opinion, maybe either comment on this tweet or like this tweet to let me know or reply. Give me a quick opinion. What do you all think of this shirt? Just like really quick, I gotta ask you. Okay, is this a good shirt? Here we just designed this yesterday. Look at this. I gotta put myself back where I am. But let me know what you think. It's on Twitter. You can go like it if you think it's good, and we'll see. But anyway, there. Me, Kevin Paffrath for governor, and so we put Gavin Newsom's face here, kind of where the stock market's kind of like rotating down, and then me, like it's kind of like buy the dip. Yeah. Anyway, I just want your opinion on that. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Let's go over here. How much Bitcoin comes from dirty coal? A flooded mine in China just spotlighted the issue. Let's explore this. So this is the article that Elon Musk just referenced. So let's understand why maybe Elon Musk, wanted to reference this. What did he see in this that was so important? And this potentially contribute to why maybe Tesla is taking a step back away from what's going on with Bitcoin or from using Bitcoin. All right, let's switch camera angles. There we go. One of the greatest Bitcoin unknowns has long been the amounts being produced or mined in what is believed to be basically China. This is, by the way, a conversation that Kevin O'Leary has a lot, that, hey, we got to know where coins are mined. We don't want dirty coins. In the future, businesses are going to want to know where are these coins sourced and are they sourced in a sustainable manner. Okay, so when all of a sudden there was an immense coal mine in this province in China that was flooded and downed over a weekend, all of a sudden, which caused a blackout, I presume some kind of electricity blackout, which is kind of weird because it's like, well, if you're mining coal, don't you already have a stockpile of coal to keep electricity going? Like, how does a flood at a mine automatically lead to a blackout? It seems like there would be a little more of a lag time, but I don't know. I don't know much about coal mining, but that's a question that I would be asking, right? Like, don't you have like another few mine carts of coal? I don't know. Anyway, the blackout. So Fortune, it's not Fortune, Forbes, it's Fortune. Fortune says the blackout halted no less than 1/3 of all of Bitcoin's global computing power. We'd seen estimates that high, but this shutdown confirms that, says an economist over at DigiEconomist, which tracks Bitcoin's energy consumption. We also learned that the particular area where the mining happened is much smaller than previously believed. It underscores China's dominance in Bitcoin mining. Now, one of the things that also bothers me about cryptocurrency statistics is why is it that we hear cryptocurrency proponents say, hey, well, come on, 70% of miners use renewables, which sends this signal to us, this mental signal to us that, 70% of cryptocurrency is renewable? That's wonderful. Wait a minute. That's not really what was potentially said here. If 70% of miners use renewables, well, you got a solar panel outside your window to power your coffee cup, but the rest is powered by coal, right? In that case, that miner gets counted as using renewables. I'm obviously being a little extreme with the example, but it's true. Sure, maybe 75% of miners use renewables, but they're not using 100% they're not powering 100% of their production with renewables. So getting some clearer statistics, I think, is going to be really important. And then clearing up all this confusion. Like, how about coal reserves? Goodness gracious. How about how much is actually being used via renewables? I don't know. Let's keep going here. Okay, Bitcoin is a creature of fossil fuels. Okay, now some of this, All right. We want to be careful because sometimes articles can be written by people who are like super anti-crypto. Okay, so I kind of almost want to look this person up a little bit. Let's see if we can find this person to figure out what their background is. Fortune journalist. All right, let's see here a little bit. So the person who wrote this article that Donald Trump referred to clearly has also been covering Tesla and Bitcoin. Okay, I'd like to know Bitcoin's time to shine is fast approaching. Articles by Sean. Let's look at his Twitter. Okay, let's look at this guy, Sean Tully. He barely tweets though. It's hard to. I'm trying to find like potential bias here. The big question threatening Bitcoin. Okay, so he's kind of potentially been a little critical of Bitcoin before, right? And look at this. Bitcoin has no real uses, and that could be its downfall. In May, says that the S&P is overvalued, basically. Experts watching Bitcoin's carbon footprint long believed a huge portion of its production was piled by coal. Yeah, well, this is sort of reiterating his coal argument here. So I'm going to scroll back past before this article. Stocks. Again, just hunting for a little bit of bias potential here. Bitcoin's where the money is for cyber criminals. Will the explosion in price lead to more attacks? Okay. I don't know. I think it's probably potentially worth looking a little bit more through some of this author's history. Bitcoin's a favorite of Elon Musk and other green advocates, but it's got a giant carbon footprint that will soar with its price. So this is actually interesting. Sean has been covering the skepticism around cryptocurrency energy use since before Elon Musk complained about the massive carbon footprint. That is interesting too. All right, we're going to back off trying to find potential bias here. Let's just go back to the article here. But he's definitely been covering this for a while. All right, prior to the flood, most experts thought Bitcoin miners operated in many parts of the region, but the shutdown exposed that almost all of the production in the region is flowing from Hutubi and 3 neighboring counties, powered by coal from this particular mine. Is this the mine that flooded? Flood? Let's see here. Yeah, here's the mine flood. Look at this. Flooded mine in China traps 29 workers. I wonder if this will give us some guidance on how this potentially affected creating a blackout. We're not going to spend too much time on this, but let's take a quick, brief little look here. Rescue teams. Okay, here we go. Let's see. China remains one of the most dangerous countries for mining, with explosions and gas leaks a regular occurrence. Gee whiz. All right. Lots of history of mining disasters, forced to launch an investigation. Trying to understand the blackout. No, we're not getting anything. Let's look at if we could do this. Mine flood. How did that lead to a blackout? That's what I want to know. Here, let's look at this, and then we'll go back to a little bit of Elon here. So, all right, blackout. Here we go. Here we go. The latest mining accident in the country took place on Saturday night, this is in April, during work to improve the mine. It caused a power outage and communications blackout. That just blows my mind. That I mean, maybe the mine has a generation plant at it as well, or something. I mean, something must have really screwed up the infrastructure, I feel like, to cause a blackout. If your mine floods, it just seems like there would be so many processes removed from electricity. But anyway, this is the article that has triggered apparently Elon Musk. It's the one citation that Elon Musk has given here so far. Fossil fuel powers around 70% of all Bitcoin mines in the world. All right, let's see here. Rising prices have lifted Bitcoin's energy consumption by 1/3 from a year ago. So the price going up is essentially making it worse. This is a pretty long article. Obviously, I encourage you to read it. I'm not going to sit here and read an entire article. I don't think that's the point of YouTube. But let's see here. I want to read some of the conclusions here. It's clear now that 1/3 of all of the world's Bitcoin mining power masses in a single hotbed of, well, China. And tensions between the U.S. and China could escalate. Okay, interesting. And then they even go as far as suggesting that this could paralyze the network, halting all transactions. I have to say, the article does take a little bit of a little bit of a very jaded tone, I think I could say the least. It's definitely got a little bit of a jaded tone. And we have seen in his tweets, the author's tweets, that, definitely had some jade about energy consumption with Bitcoin before. But now the question is, how much of that is really justified? We're still seeing this downtrend here on Bitcoin prices, although we've been somewhat stable here, sitting around this 45.5 level. So you're kind of bouncing around here since we started streaming. This is where we've been bouncing around. Ethereum, same thing, trying to sort of bounce around levels here, find a support level. Doge is the one that's doing decently, but Doge may be the one doing decently because of Elon Musk's further tweet suggestions here. Let's go do a little bit more unpackaging here. Okay. Let's see. All right. So let's go back to Elon Musk here. Yeah, and okay. So we'll go back here to the potential of Elon Musk having dumped crypto at Tesla. And the big thing here is Elon Musk's reply, in case you're just now joining. All of this really relates to Elon Musk replying to this tweet here that Bitcoin miners are going to slap themselves next quarter when they find out Tesla dumped the rest of their Bitcoin holdings. With the amount of hate Elon Musk is getting, I wouldn't blame him. Elon replies, indeed. I mean, that's a bizarre replies. I mean, sure, he's definitely getting a lot of hate, but to reply indeed to that seems a little weird. TB here donated $20 to say Ethereum's proof of stake is already much more secure than Bitcoin. It would be cheaper to attack it'd be cheaper to attack Bitcoin. Google ultrasound money back list to learn more. Well, thank you for that. We've got a $5 donation here that says, I said it first, China is giving much problems to Tesla lately. 76% of Bitcoin is mined in China. That is a very interesting counterattack there. If China's doing all the mining, is this sort of Elon's way at slapping back at China, given that they have so many miners in China? Here's a $10 donation. It's good to note that when prices go down, a lot of miners turn off their mines temporarily. There was a large Bitcoin long squeeze, 6 billion in long liquidations that happened around the same time. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Somebody here says Elon Musk has maybe 90% of his Bitcoin left. No, well, so keep in mind, they sold 10% in their last disclosure. But we don't know if they sold more between their last disclosure and Elon's tweet, where Elon tweet suggests that it is possible they dumped more of their cryptocurrency holdings, specifically their Bitcoin. Now, keep in mind, we started this video with, I don't know where I put it. We started this video with my video from 4 days ago, where we were skeptical about what Elon Musk had said. This is really important to remember, is the way they worded their message. Here, I'll pull it up here. The way they worded this is not very vague. And this is what we talked about when I covered it. Go to 228 in on this video. Elon crashes Bitcoin. But if we jump over here, this statement by Elon Musk, Tesla will not be selling any Bitcoin, does not say we didn't just dump a bunch of Bitcoin. They could have said Tesla has not and will not be selling any more Bitcoin. I don't know. They could have made it more clear, but they didn't. All they said is Tesla will not be selling Bitcoin. Sure, but what if you just dumped another 70%? So it's this tweet, in addition to the tweet that we're just now getting from Elon Musk, which is essentially saying, indeed, in response to, maybe you have dumped more of your crypto. And Elon Musk, posting this picture of this conversation, reiterating this conversation. See, let's see here. Like, it's odd. Why did he post the picture of his reply to with indeed to crypto whale? Like, where's can we? Oh, here it is. Can you please post this? Oh, somebody asked. Can you please post a screenshot of what you replied to? Everyone has crypto whale blocked? Oh, really? Let's see. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay. So, okay, now I understand. So yeah, he did reply indeed to this, and then he was asked to post a screenshot of it. So that's why he posted a screenshot of it. But this is really Elon Musk replying twice to the same comment. So Bitcoiners are going to slap themselves next quarter when they find out Tesla dumped the rest of their Bitcoin holdings. With the amount of hate Elon Musk is getting, I wouldn't blame him. He replies, indeed. Then when he's asked to post a screenshot of what he said indeed to, he does. Okay? People ask Elon to do a lot of things, but he's being very, very clear here. He wants the world to know that it is possible they dumped all of their crypto. Incredible. And then he also suggests, hey, you know, may know a little bit about money, given that I founded PayPal, co-founded PayPal. Okay. I should wear outfit for Halloween, but with Bitcoin tattooed on high thighs. Okay. All right. So, yeah, and this all follows talk of Elon Musk not only considering Dogecoin as a potential alternative and lower energy use currency, but it also follows rumors and speculation that Elon may be interested in creating his own cryptocurrency. Now, another thing I think that's worth doing here is I want to see what Bloomberg's coverage of this is. Because Bloomberg, I have not read this, and I want to, because I think it's worth us giving a look at here. So Musk implies Tesla may sell or has sold. Okay, IBM. Come on. There we go. Bitcoin holdings. All right, so let's see. So basically, here we go. This is the same response that we just read out. Musk has been hitting back at several different users on Twitter who are criticizing his stance on the cryptocurrency. This is true. We read this as well with a slap back about PayPal. And look, I mean, like, I get it. I mean, I posted a video earlier suggesting that institutions may start hedging against a crypto sell-off, which could lead to more of a cryptocurrency sell-off. I literally talked about that 3 hours ago or 4 hours ago now, which is before this whole tweet storm happened. And I got a bunch of hate in the comments. I shouldn't say a bunch. Like 10% of the people in the comments were hating over like, wow, this is just crypto FUD. And then sure enough, this all breaks out and crypto falls more. I'm not trying to like pat myself on the back. Again, I don't want it to fall. I will look for opportunities to buy if it all falls. But, you know, okay, let's see what else we got here. On May 12th, okay, so then they're responding back to this. So they're kind of, oh, that's all they have here. Wow. Bloomberg did not add really any color here. We can look, though. Let's take a peek. If we could look at the Bloomberg terminal, see if they have anything in the background. Sometimes the Bloomberg articles don't give you all the secrets, and you get the nice commentary in the back end, which, like, I fully support the Bloomberg terminal. I think it's great if you have the money and can afford it, and you spend a lot of time doing stocks. It's great. But let's go ahead and take a look at. I'll pull up the terminal. Give me a second here. We'll also pull up the sticks again. I like using Webull, but we've been using Webull, so I'm going to jump over to CoinMarketCap, which remember to get your 2 free stocks with Webull. When you deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks worth up to $1,850. Go to metkevin.com/Webull or use the link down below. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and look at CoinMarketCap here. So let's see, CoinMarketCap. Yeah, TB, if you've got somebody good, I'm down to do that. All right, so we got a lot of red over here. Lots of red. Oopsies. There we go. So we got 44,900 now on Bitcoin. This is not good. Okay, well, now it's 45,100. 45,000 is one of the support levels that we talked about. Look at this. See this? We're getting to that point where we're literally at the last potential support level here. It's entirely possible that there could be another movement here to the downside. If we break this. If we break this support level, it's not so good. Somebody here in the comments says, Elon pumped BTC so Tesla wouldn't be in the red last quarter. Well, who knows? That's very jaded. You know, there's no disputing the fact that he made, Tesla made some good money off that investment. Oh, Cardano just dumped too. Cardano's been one that I've been paying attention to as well. I'm paying a lot of attention to Cardano, and I've been watching this thing since about 1.5. I think it was 1.3 actually, because I did a video on this about a week to 10 days ago, and it was which cryptocurrencies to watch, and Cardano was one of them. And since then, it's been up like 25 to 30%. I mean, it's been on an incredible run. Potentially even more. I think it ran up like 50% trough to peak from when I made the video. which subscribe if you haven't yet to the channel. Even if all my opinions don't align with yours, I think it's always good to share perspective in the community. But we're getting a lot of sell volume right now, really pushing Cardano down. Cardano did break very well through that $2 level, but now down to 206. Huge shift from this morning, really. Yeah, Bitcoin right now at 44.8. It's almost somewhat feels like it's sort of falling live here. I mean, I guess in theory it is. And just on this is just the really, what is this? The last 40 minutes here, roughly our live stream here. We fall into new lows here. Let's take a look at Ethereum as well. Let's get in here. Ethereum. There we go. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Apple corrects it to Ethereal. So dumb. Like, change the, like, how hard is it to do an update and get these words in the dictionary? All right, here's Ethereum. Let's go to the 30-minute candle. Ooh, the 30-minute does not look good on Ethereum just for the past 2 days here. Let's look at the 1 minute. 1 minute is a little bit more stable over here. We did hit a low about, wow, we broke under 3,400 on Ethereum there for a moment. We're sitting at 3,420 right now, starting to trend upwards a little bit. Some good buy the dipping. But I think I would be, watch my video this morning. Yeah, the video this morning was really about why we could see that institutional selling, and I think it's important. So somebody just mentioned this coin. What is this? I mean, there are endless coins, which is so interesting. See, I just don't know anything about some of these coins. There's CeeLo. I mean, we all know there are thousands of coins. Let's look at how SHIB and Doge are performing. SHIB has been selling off pretty substantially here in the last period of time here. Let's look at, look at the 30-minute candlestick here. We definitely had some pain over there at SHIB. It is trying to recover from that big sell. Looks like it had massive sell pressure volume here, and it's trying to recover from that. And let's pull Doge. I think the only thing really keeping Doge alive is right now is the hopium of Elon Musk actually moving in on it. Now, I don't want to say that to slam on Doge. I just think that's a big thing keeping Doge propped, because here's the easiest test, okay? Anyone holding Doge right now, I think the easiest test as to what we think would happen with Doge if things went wrong with Elon is, let me ask you this question. If Elon Musk came out in 2 hours and said, decided against using Doge anymore in the future, what do you think would happen to Doge? And of course, I'm not going to make a speculation here, but I think if you make your own speculation, that's how you should feel about how much Elon Musk is giving support to Doge. So if 95% of you thought to yourself, oh, it would plummet and go to 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents, 10 cents, 5 cents, whatever. If 95% of you thought that, then clearly Doge is propped by Elon's sentiments, right? Here, you know what we should do? Let's do a study, a very official study. If Elon Musk quits using Dogecoin, and or speaks negatively about Dogecoin, what do you think? It's actually Doge. There we go. Put the Doge here. What do you think would happen? Nothing. Doge will be fine. I'm curious to see. No, I'll get rid of the setting. Nothing. Doge will be fine. Dogecoin plummets. Dogecoin falls plus recovers. And I don't know. What's another one? Nothing. Doge will be fine. This kind of implies going up. Dogecoin plummets. Dogecoin falls plus recovers. I think that's fair. Okay, let's try that. Let's tweet that. So at RealMeatKevin, okay, vote on this. At RealMeatKevin on Twitter. If Elon Musk quits using Dogecoin and or speaks negatively about Doge, what do you think would happen? Nothing. Doge will be fine. Dogecoin plummets. Dogecoin falls, but then recovers. Okay, we'll see. All right. Let's see what else is going on here. So let's get back here to CoinMarketCap, and it also probably is a good idea to quickly see if Elon Musk is saying anything else. you got almost like minute by minute now. Keep an eye on Elon's Twitter if you're in the crypto space, because there's just been so much. We did also want to jump on over to the terminal. So let me pull that up. Give me 1 second here. And I'm just going to go, let me go top news. I wouldn't be surprised if it's under top, and then I don't have to go into the crypto section. AT&T, okay, there's the implication. I don't think we have anything else here. No, this is just straight from Bloomberg News. Okay, I want commentary. Any commentary? Crypto. I don't know. We could try this one. Let's see. I think this is a little older of an article, but let's see here. Elon Musk reopens an old wound in the Bitcoin universe. Earlier this year, when Tesla added Bitcoin to its balance sheet, Elon Musk became an instant hero in the crypto community. Then he started tweeting about Doge, which is a parody of the whole thing. And now he started to go from hero to troll. I mean, it is true. I mean, like the kind of the definition of a troll is flip-flopping. Now, I'm not trying to call Elon a troll, but you know. Okay, anyway, let's see here. But a statement he made on Saturday night about Dogecoin really picked open an old Bitcoin scab. Ideally, Doge speeds up block time 10x, increases block 10x, and drops fee 100x. Then it wins hands down. Well, ideal and reality can sometimes be very different. The comment might seem innocuous enough. What's not to like about faster and cheaper transactions? But it actually struck right in the heart of an old fight with the Bitcoin world about how currency would scale. From 2015 to 17, Bitcoin was almost torn into two by competing visions for the currency. One group of small blockers argued that Bitcoin must be a decentralized store of value. This makes sense. No one entity in control of all the Bitcoin. Now, Elon Musk has kind of been slamming on this argument a little bit, because he's been saying, hey, you'd be surprised how centralized it actually is. Then links to the Fortune article with the mining blackout that happened in China because the coal mine shut down. And then also leaves these hints about, hey, remember I co-founded PayPal. I might know a thing or two about money. In fair, I mean, we don't really know what that means, but it's not a bad point. Okay. One group of small blockers argue Bitcoin must be decentralized. Got it. Another group, which has more corporate backing, wanted Bitcoin to evolve into a platform of fast and cheap payments. So you're kind of torn into two ways. Okay. Fast and cheap payments versus store of value. All right. Let's see here. Layer 2 solutions and that for payments, and adding more payments directly to the chain itself would become cost prohibitive for individuals to run a full node to monitor the network, thus sacrificing decentralization. So in other words, if you want to have more payments with Bitcoin, that would require more people to have nodes, but then it becomes cost prohibitive for smaller companies to operate these nodes. And so that would lead to potentially the centralization of the payment services for Bitcoin, which goes against the face of decentralization. After all, if you're willing to sacrifice decentralization for speed, we have great tools for that already, like credit cards or PayPal. True. Also true. It's just denominated in crypto, right? I'm sorry. It's just denominated in fiat right now. PayPal and credit cards. Ultimately, the small blockers won, and big blockers broke away and launched Bitcoin Cash, which has largely languished over the last 3 years. With his Saturday tweet, Musk immediately revived a fight that has long been dormant. All right, the former of the Bitcoin mining chip company Bitmain, who at the time was one of the leading big block advocates and a force behind Bitcoin Cash, sprang into action. He says, Dogecoin did not implement SegWit, smart decision, easy to scale up and less engineering complexity if increasing block size 100x. SegWit is good for small block, bad for big block. Big block, okay? So one of the Bitcoin Cash proponents is for big block. Elon replied, okay, we read this earlier as well. For those bad at math, 100x higher transaction volume with 100x lower fees means total fees earned stayed the same, but lower fees and high volume were needed to become the currency of Earth. And really, I think one of the things that, and this is where sometimes people call me a fudder. It's like, no. It's just a caution I have. Okay, I'm fine with cryptocurrency being a currency of the earth. Fine with me. But one of the concerns I have is part of countries' sovereignty is their own monetary system. And as much as we want to have less currencies and bigger currencies, look at the euro and the afro. Okay, I can pretty much guarantee that 99% of people watching this video are like, afro, what the heck is that? Yeah, countries in Africa wanted to band together and literally create the afro, like the euro, as a united currency. But how are you going to do that? You're gonna combine South Africa with Zimbabwe and the hyperinflation you get in Zimbabwe with a non-hyperinflationary country, right? It doesn't work. You lose that sovereignty as a country. It's the same. Well, maybe not the same, but it's one of the reasons why the United Kingdom never transitioned the pound to the euro, and why we have Brexit. So a world currency might sound good, but it might not actually ever happen. The world, I think, is a little like, I think we get a world currency when we get when aliens start invading the world, right? I'm not against crypto. Stop it. Like, why would X? I literally just prefaced this argument by saying that this is when people start thinking that. It's like, no, I'm not against it. I'm just being realistic. Like, chill out. All right. So anyway, let's go back to the article here. All right. So other Bitcoiners took to Twitter to attack Musk's seemingly dated contribution to the crypto scaling debate. The crypto world runs on memes. Already, Bitcoin has been treading water, with much fascination migrating towards meme coins or DeFi. Okay, so this is also true here from the Bloomberg. It is true that we have seen a lot of migration towards the alts. And it's something to keep in mind as well, is a lot of money going towards the other coins, because it's sexy. It's fun, you know? It's like, oh yeah, safe moon to the moon. And then all of a sudden you see it go from like 0.12 or 2, I think it was. And then it went to 12 and it's like, oh my gosh, that's 6x. It's like, you don't see 6xing at Bitcoin right now, just like you don't see 6xing at Tesla, right? Okay, so not much yet in the background here in terms of commentary, but these are things to definitely pay attention to. Let's go ahead and by the way, if you want more of the crypto currency coverage, remember the best thing that you could do is, oh man, it's falling more. Holy smokes. Look at this 5-minute candlestick on Bitcoin right now. Ouch. Oh my gosh, we just hit a low of 43.9. It's bobbing around 44 right now. Just in the time we read that article, we lost another $700-800 here. Best thing you can do, by the way, if you want more of this cryptocurrency coverage, especially if you want more cryptocurrency interviews, please subscribe. If you're not subscribed yet, hit subscribe on these videos. It is the biggest signal that you could send a creator that this is the kind of content that you want more of. But anyway, okay, so we've got, we do have a little bit of a plummet here, just all of a sudden here in Bitcoin, it does look like we're trying to push back up. I imagine if I go to the 1 minute, we're going to see at least some green, but a lot of volatility. Okay, a little bit of green. Definitely that volatility. We're at 44,290-ish right now. Ethereum's, yeah, it's on the 1 minute chart. It's kind of also been following the pattern. If we go to the 5 minute, you definitely see the pattern. You go to 30 minute, you definitely see the pattern. Let's take a 5 minute. 1 minute can sometimes be a little bit of like a crapshoot for watching trades. So Bitcoin maxis. Yeah. I mean, look, I'm no fodder, okay, but yeah, I mean, it's certainly, it's debates like these that don't help Bitcoin maximalists, that you can start to see more of a public, spreading out into whether that's other coins or other assets. It's just another broader cryptocurrency test. I think it's tests like these. I really liked my HUD 8 interview when I interviewed the miners of HUD 8. They had such a good point. They're like, look, a great sailor isn't made in calm waters. I may have butchered the quote a little bit, but that's essentially what they were saying. And it's so true. Like, you don't become a diamond hander. Now, here we go. Look, we got the colored diamond hands now here. I don't know why I can't get focus on the darn thing. Please. Anyway, there we go. Into the focal right. Oh, there we go. You don't become a good diamond hander in smooth waters, right? You become a diamond hander when things are tough. Yeah, they had a really good point about that. And so, if anything, these tests of the cryptocurrency market, even though they're painful, I mean, look at Bitcoin just, again, touched 50 or 44.1 there for a second. bouncing around here. These tests ultimately help, but this is certainly painful, especially. I mean, people have been wondering, they're like, Kevin, Bitcoin just hit 4,000. It keeps going up. It's not stopping. Why aren't you buying? I don't buy when things are going up. I buy when things are down. And that's why you're getting more Meet Kevin coverage on this right now, because I'm sitting here, waiting for that Warren Buffett moment to come swooping in. And I'm not trying to compare myself to Warren Buffett. It's just the, be fearful when people are greedy, be greedy when people are fearful thing. I'm waiting for that moment to go shopping. Yeah. Charles, I'd love to do an interview on Cardano. I think that'd be great. I think they need to be ready. Whenever they're ready for an interview, I'm ready. All right. So, all right. Let's see here. Do we have anything else? So let's just go to crypto news for a second here. Crypto N. All right. Let's see here. So Bitcoin drops after Musk implies Tesla may sell. Bitcoin crisis. Hodlers. Okay. Let's look at Cointelegraph. Kind of a little aggregate page there. All right. Take my cookies. All right. Which we got here? Okay. Let's see here. So Cointelegraph already losing dominance in the crypto rankings. What was? I think Bitcoin. There we go. Bitcoin loses 6% in an hour after Tesla drops payments over carbon concerns. How old is this? Hold on. This is from 5 minutes ago. Okay, so this is a new article here. All right. Already losing dominance in the crypto rankings as altcoins were gaining strength. Things went from bad to worse for Bitcoin this week. Elon Musk made a shock announcement. Right. We already know about this announcement. That's old news. What else you got for us? Backlash to Elon Musk's bombshell as traders start buying the dip. And keep this in mind. This was another reason that the video this morning was so important. Is retailers or retail buyers, you and me, people. I don't know how many institutions actually watch me. That'd be kind of intimidating if institutional investors watch me. But anyway, the 99% of us that are retail buyers and sellers, I'm concerned that us buying the dip does nothing. The bigger concern is, what are the institutions doing? And if the institutions right now are too much drama and they're putting shorts on crypto and they're playing derivatives however they do to protect against the downside here, the downside could continue to be prolonged. We don't know how long, but that's why I'm just paying attention to it so much. It's like, I don't know exactly where the bottom's going to be. I just know that, or I think, you can't even say with crypto or with technical analysis, but usually when you break your lowest support level, which we've now broken, it's not good. The next support level for Bitcoin's 40 and then 32. And the 40 support's not even that strong. And we've just shaved off another few $100s. We're now at, under 44,000 again. Well, now a couple bucks above. It's volatile, okay? It's back and forth, but we just saw it at 43. But anyway, where were we? All right. Let's just get back to where we were. All right, let's see what else we have here. So, some accused the CEO of engaging in a pump and dump scam by manipulating. Others suggested miners primarily use renewable energy, but data suggests this might be a slight embellishment. While 76% use renewable energy at the time. There we go. This is literally what we talked about earlier in this video. Except they got a stat here. The University of Cambridge estimates that just 39% of total power consumed by proof of work cryptocurrencies is eco-friendly. I believe that. Look, I have 30 or more solar panels on my house. We use way more energy than we can get off our panels. We got basically no more room. I think I could add like 2 or 3 more panels. We're out of room. And 2 or 3 panels ain't gonna make a difference. So we use a lot of electricity. The studio, the 3 air conditioners the studio has, the other studio. I mean, there's a lot. But the point is, I mined Bitcoin, and this is what made me think about it. I mined crypto. It was like Ethereum for a few days, and I'm like, wait a minute, am I a renewable crypto miner? And I'm like, well, I don't think I would qualify as that, given that even though I have a ton of solar panels, I'm using way more energy than this. If I mine, I'm adding more energy pull. I'm just grabbing from the grid, and that's not renewable. So I can't really consider myself renewable. That it'd just be like, oh yeah, Kevin uses renewable. It's kind of like saying Kevin uses renewable energy and mines Bitcoin. Okay, well, that or Ethereum. Well, that doesn't mean that I use the renewables for the crypto, right? Okay, anyway. Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy ripped into Musk. Portnoy rips into everyone. It's kind of funny. Accusing him of playing with people's futures and their fortunes. Oh, okay. Now, keep in mind, Elon Musk has many a times warned people about being all in on crypto. Solar is underrated. I agree with that, but it's not for everyone. Okay. Don't put solar panels on people's houses who pay like $30 a month in electricity. That doesn't make sense either. That's a waste. It's one of, actually, California has this thing where they require every new home to have solar. I don't get that, because I feel like 50% of people out there barely use a fraction of the electricity that somebody like me does. I should be required to use lots of solar. Somebody who's got a $50 electricity bill should not be required to have solar panels. It's politics, though. It's a disaster. Anyway. Okay, author of the Bitcoin Standard also didn't mince words, telling Musk, unless you've also switched your rockets and battery manufacturing to more sustainable energy, you're going to look like a big clueless hypocrite. The world needs sound money far more than it needs your rockets and government-subsidized electric cars. Oh, that is dirty. Get a windmill. What is this, rust? I can't put a windmill on my roof. Somebody might rocket it off. That's rough. Get a rust windmill. Yeah, this is rough. Mr. Bitcoin Standard here railing on Bitcoin. Now, in fairness, okay, a sort of a counter argument here. I don't think it's just, and by just I mean like justice, right? I don't think it's just to compare the attempts at solving multiple different world problems. I think we have massive world problems with really decades, probably almost half a century of a lack of real space exploration, a lack of real effort and political will to solving and electrifying vehicles and decarbonizing, right? Decarbonizing, whatever. So I don't know that we could compare all of these issues. I understand, because the currency debate is so hot right now because of the money printing that's been going on. But these are all problems on their own pathways to solutions. Ether inevitably got caught up in the crypto market tanking. Okay, but prior to that's true. Prior to the Tesla drama, it was doing really, really well. Ether was doing phenomenally. I'm not going to read all of this article. You can read it yourself on Cointelegraph. What else here? Doge, we know about that. Okay, Musk's fingerprints haven't just been on Bitcoin this week. It seems like a lifetime ago that he hosted SNL. No, it doesn't. It seemed like not long ago at all. That sent Doge's price tumbling. Well, it's up since then. Whatever. Okay, this is old news, whatever. Not going to cover old news. All right. Talking about Shiba falling. Boring. Okay, this is, all right, winners and losers, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we already read the charts too. Okay, memorable quotes. Let's look at some of the memorable quotes. This I like. All right, what do we have here? Okay, most memorable quote. Is this having to do with this? I don't think this is having to do with Bitcoin, does it? Not really. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. Okay, predictions of the week. What you got? Okay, Bitcoin could trade for... Okay, well, everybody's got mega long-term predictions for Bitcoin. 100K, 250K, 400K. FUD of the week. Binance reportedly under investigation by the IRS and Justice Department. Yeah, that's not good. We should look at that briefly. Let's do that really quick. Bloomberg, IRS, Justice Department, Binance, because it's a story that I don't think has gotten as much coverage as it deserves to. Okay, well, we'll go to the Reuters then. Let's go to Reuters. So Reuters reports Binance, one of the world's largest crypto exchanges, is under investigation, the report said. So there was a report. Oh, okay. Well, it's coming from, it was actually an original Bloomberg report. As part of the inquiry, officials who probe money laundering and tax offenses have sought information from individuals with insight into Binance's business, according to people familiar with the matter. So really probably what they're going to be doing is auditing Binance. And if you use Binance, you already know that Binance actually has 2 apps. Here, if you don't know that, take a look at this. No, wrong. Sorry, I don't. That's the old one. Sorry, the old coupon code was 38%, but we have a 39% coupon code right now. That is expiring soon. It's linked down below. Pricing does go up way more than 1%, though, especially with all this inflation. The price is going to be going up. So if you like my perspectives, do consider checking out the programs down below on building your wealth. But anyway, yeah, you can see here, Binance has 2 almost distinct portions of their company here. Binance.us and then Binance. And so I wonder if this almost has to do with their belief that maybe there would be some kind of investigations in the future, or probably something having to do with regulation and licensing. Binance is incorporated in the Cayman Islands, has an office in Singapore, but says it lacks a single corporate headquarters. Oh gosh. Chainalysis, a blockchain forensics firm whose clients include U.S. federal agencies, concluded last year that among transactions that it examined, more funds tied to criminal activity flowed through Binance than any other. Ooh, ouch. Yeah, we take our legal obligations very seriously. U.S. officials have expressed concerns that cryptocurrencies are being used to conceal illicit transactions, including theft and drug deals. I do believe that there's probably a little bit more FUD around that than usual. But then again, look at this. In the latest sign of what's at stake, Colonial paid Eastern European hackers in nearly a $5 million ransom in untraceable cryptocurrency within hours of the breach. This didn't help. Okay, this does not help at all. But they're probably like, pay us $10 million or pay us $5 million in equivalent crypto or something to that effect. And obviously, I mean, if I were a Colonial Pipeline, I'd be like, all right, give me the cheaper option. But yeah, BitMEX got accused as well by the SEC here. I mean, there are definitely some problems, at least in investigation terms, that lead to sort of more fudding. The criminal aspect, I think, is a little more fuddish. I think more of a concern is hedge funds overreacting to this news and potentially shorting to protect against the downside. I think that's more of a risk than some of this other drama. Let's go to Weevil again for a moment. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Slight recovery there on Bitcoin, back to 44.2. So slight recovery here, and still sitting around lows here though at Ethereum. We're at 33.65. We are close to an all-time bottom. Well, not all-time bottom, but recent bottom here of 33.45 on Ethereum. Yeah, Bitcoin's struggling to stay at 44. It's really, really fighting, but it's struggling. Yeah, see, look at this. Ay. It bounces off 44 a lot. It literally just bounced $60 off 44 right there. All right, and we got Doge just broke 50. Just fell below 50 here. Ay. All right, so there's a lot. There's a lot to this. Let's see, do we have any other Elon tweets? No, okay, that's the end. All right, well, I'd say that's it for the coverage now. Thank you all for being here. Do check out the programs linked down below and that expiring coupon code. Thank you so very much. By the way, tomorrow at 8 a.m. California time, stay tuned. That's all I got to say. All right, folks, thanks for being here. We'll see you in the next one.